Yo, what is good, everybody? I'm back. You're back. We're back. With another live stream to go over these 4 or 5 late games tonight for the MLB. See if we can get a win or 3 or sweep the board. Let's see what we can do tonight. Like I said, hope you, your family, friends, loved ones, all of that, hope you all are doing well on this Wednesday, middle of the week. Well, at least for those of you who are off this weekend. I am not. I work Saturday through Tuesday, but I'm off on Friday. I can't wait for my day off. Gonna be going to the movies to see that Fantastic Four with my homies, and then I think they're gonna double dip. They're gonna go see Fantastic Four, and then they're gonna go see Superman. I already saw it twice, and yeah, I love the new Superman. James Gunn did a great job, in my opinion. But can't wait for Fantastic Four on Friday. But enough of my rambling. Let's dive into these picks. I have currently one pick in, if I remember correctly, that I put in. Pretty much my picks that I did put in, I did not post on over on Twitter. As I always say, go follow me over on Twitter or X. I'm going to continuously call it Twitter, at Vortex46 for all of my picks. Well, no, I did put one pick in. It was this one. It was the Marlins to get 8 hits. Something told me to not take the over, but the under. Why? Because it was 8. It was 7.5. If it was like 6.5, I would have probably taken it. But yeah, Marlins finished with the win 3-2 against San Diego, but they only had 5 hits while San Diego had 7. So there's that. And the Brew Crew, the Brewers, they currently, let me relook at this. As far as I remember, well, as far as I know, okay, so they just added one more hit. They currently have 16 hits against the Seattle Mariners. They're currently winning 10-2. It's the top of the 8th. Man, I did not see that coming. Had I did, I would have put it in. What I really want to do, though, I really want to put my Baltimore O's, the Oilers, for to go over their hits. But the only thing is DraftKings has a plus value for them to get I think 10 hits. So that's why I'm just like I said, I really want to do it, but over the last several games, like roughly 10 games, they haven't even hit the mark as far as getting around that number. They've had roughly 3 or 4 games over the last 10 where they've hit around that number, maybe even had 9, you know what I mean? So it's just like I just kind of stayed away. So there's that. But like I said, I do have a ticket in, and it's probably not going to cash. It was for Victor Caratini and Randy Rosarina to get it's more likely not going to cash. To get 4+ HRs, it's not going to cash. Per the data in front of me, as far as Prop Finder, it just looked like they were going to, maybe possibly get that, and they did not. So there's that. So pretty much so far a losing Wednesday. Yet again, pretty much. Haven't won too much. I had a pretty much big win that I had was from like a week and a half ago, and that those funds that I won, I was just been using every day to put bets in. I would win here and there, but I'm pretty much losing a lot of my funds that I won. So there's that. But anyway, let's see if we can try to recoup some wins tonight. So Zach Eflin, he's pitching. He's taking on the Guardians, while Slade is pitching against my O's. Here's what I want to do, because I was looking at this before I went live. What I really want to do is I really want to put O'Hearn and Cowser on a ticket. They're lefties. They're facing off against Slade, who's a righty, opposite bat, for +3 HRRs, right? Other reason why I'm doing that is because they are in the weak spot. If I remember, I believe it's both of them, right? Yeah, they're both in the weak spot. Their OPS is low. Now Ahern's is in a really good spot. It's 0.758. That's good. You want it to be, when I look at the OPS, I always wanted to be 700 or higher. Now his ISO is what I look for as far as bases are concerned. Like just for say like 2, maybe 3, roughly 2 for the most part. His ISO is low. It's under 200, but you could round it pretty much and say that it's still 200 because of the 7. But his slug is still decent enough, and his average is still decent enough. But he is in the better spot, if I remember correctly, when I was looking at this stuff. So for say like maybe 3 HRRs. Now the only thing is he's only had 2 games, and I have said in this past, as long as they've had 2 games in 10 days, as far as what I'm looking for, that's still good. I'll still take that. But it's just that he's been struggling the rest of the other, the rest of the 10 games to even get 3 HRRs, right? But look at his splits. He's green away, 50-50 at night. He's struggling in the month of July. He's struggling on Wednesdays, though. But he does fairly well batting right with a 492 slug. His OPS is 878. That's really good. And batting fourth, he's 50-50. That's why I said I want to really just put Ahern down for, say, 3+ HRRs. And then Cowser, he has only hit it 1 time. He's mostly red against the pitch mix. And his numbers are 50-50. But he's basically at a great spot on Wednesdays. 5 hits out of 18 at bats, 500 slug, 278 batting average. Versus righties, he's 50-50. But then batting 6, he struggles. So it's just like, that's what I'm saying. I really still want to take the chance because there's a chance that they can still go out here and handle business. Because Slade still allows hits. That's the other thing. He still allows hits, but he pitches well against lefties. So this is what I'm saying. I really want to take this risk for these 2 because I kind of have a feeling that their HRRs for 3 is roughly between plus 150 and plus, closer to 200, if not higher than that. So let me go on DraftKings and look and see if I can find, well, not find, but see if that is the case. Because I continue to say I like to take risks. Some of my risks hit, some of them don't. You just, for me, I accept my losses and keep it moving. It's just like, hey, I'm losing every single day. I've been losing pretty much almost every day, but I'm still trying because some of my reads are close to hitting. Like more recently, even a lot of my tickets are missing by 1 because a batter misses like 1 HRR. They had 2 and I needed 1 more and they couldn't get it, or whatever the case. It's just one of those things. I'm currently on a, nice little over a week losing streak, basically. Like I said, I've won here and there, but it's not something like where I'm making an actual problem. I'm down, attempting to get, to pull myself out of this rut. Okay, so Ahern for 3+ HRRs is plus 180. Cowser is plus 185. So that's right where I was expecting it to be. Like I said, between plus 150 and 180. I was thinking it was going to be definitely past 150, maybe past 160. So it's right where I was thinking it was going to be. So I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to put this ticket in. I'm just going to throw $1 on it to get back $5. Well, no, you know what I'll do? I'll push it to the 6. There we go. $1 and 1 cent to get back $6. So we'll see what happens. That's a plus 495 right there. I did that real fast too, real smooth, like real easy. All right. So there's that one. Like I said, I was looking, I was like, yo, like this could be the one that, makes me happy about putting it. But here's the thing. Looking at the weak spot for the Guardians, the one that stands out for me specifically, if I remember correctly, was Carlos. Now let's see. He's green against Zach. He's struggling against the pitch mix, though, right? Per his HRs, he's had 3 out of the last 10, which is good. That's where I want it. But he's red for the most part. Literally, all of his main splits, he's red on most of them except for 2. Wednesdays, he's green. Basically, great, right? And then batting 5th, he's green with a great OPS. Stuff like this, he could possibly go out there and hit a home run tonight. He's only hit 1 in the last 10. He could get 2 to 3 total bases tonight. He could get a double maybe. That's what I'm saying. To me personally, he looks good. Look at his pool is a 53%. And his ground ball is 46%. So there's a chance that he could get 2 hits. You know what I mean? Like, plus a run in, or RBI, or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Carlos looked like good. But let me look at Kyle. He has been doing good, right? He's hit 3 home runs over the last 10. He's hit 3 or more total bases the last 10 3 times. He's had 1 double. His HRRs are right where you want him to be the last 5, really, to be honest. He's 4-1 the last 5, really being honest. He pretty much bats well against righties, except for his batting average is low. But Zach pitches really well against lefties. He's mostly red against the pitch mix. He's been getting under the ball recently, though, right? And let's see, he's 50-50 at home, 50-50 at night, 50-50 in the month of July, 50-50 and on Wednesdays. But let's look at his OPS. Home, it's good, 735. Now it's low here during the night games, but the month of July is 753. Wednesdays is 782. And then batting right, 736. He's 50-50, and 50-50 batting fourth, 737. So he's right where you want him to be. There's a reason why his spots are at the 700s, is because he's gotten this the last 10 games. This has really helped him. I want to say more so these 2 games, because he's had 4 more HRRs within these last 5 games. So that's like one of the main reasons why he's handling business. Excuse me, as far as hitting the ball. Oh shoot, I didn't even see you. Let's see. Daniel, let's look at you, sir. Now you're good against Zach. You're 2 and 3 out of 7 pitches. He's had 2 games with 3 HRRs. Now he's struggling in the month of July. He's batting well enough. Well, more than well enough. He's batting pretty good on Wednesdays. His OPS is high. His OPS is 700 at batting right versus righties with a 50-50. He's pretty much looking to get his 10th home run against a righty. Maybe that could happen in the night. And in batting 7th, he's 50-50 with a 759 OPS. So he could get 3 HRRs tonight. That could still be a possibility. Just some stuff that you can possibly consider to put in total bit. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people be chasing these home runs. There are plenty of other ways that you can win. Plenty of other ways. And I know for sure some guys, but more than likely one off of. I'm mad because, let me show you. I'm super mad. I looked at this. It was brief. I was at work. I was too big. Work got in my way today. Work kicked my butt today. Like, kicked my butt today. Because we were short. 3 call-offs. Running around. I work in a hospital, so I usually have 2 units that I work on, and I had an extra unit per my job. So, Vinny was in the weak spot. I saw this, right? And I saw batting third against Colin. Look at this OPS. 1.04. That's perfect, right? Right where you want it to be. Look at the hard home run percentage, fastball. That's green. 44.6 hard hit percentage against lefties. And allowing, 11 home runs. It was slated for Vinny to go yard, but your boy went twice today. He hit 2 of them things. I just didn't get. I didn't really fully get a chance to really look at his stuff because I was at work. I glanced a little bit at his stuff. I didn't fully get a chance to really look at his data because I was at work and I was running around. So I'm really mad that I missed this because I was gonna possibly put him on the ticket. Luckily enough, I put Salvador on my ticket and he worked out, but it's just that the other couple of picks did not. So he did his job because he went up. He hit a home run. I looked at this. I was like, I put him down because I put him down early, like 5 in the morning or something like that. I can't remember. It was before I got started with work. Look at this stuff. This was and that's the thing. They both went yard, so it was just like I should have just put them both down. But I didn't get a chance to really look at Vinny's stuff. I'm telling you, had I really looked at Vinny's stuff, I would have put both of these cats on a ticket for 3 HRRs, maybe for 5 total bases. You know what I mean? And they both actually got exactly what I was believing that they were going to do. So yeah, I missed out. At least for Vinny, because I would have looking at Vinny's stuff, I would have probably more than likely put him down for 2 home runs because I've been stating that for a while and I've done it more recently. So hopefully during the stream, this can happen. I did look at Colorado. I did put Tyler Freeman and Moniak down for 3 HRRs, but I should have put Beck down because he was in the green instead of Moniak. Because Moniak did his thing. He's pretty much been red hot. He finished with, I think, 2 HRRs, I think, if I remember. While Tyler did his thing, he got 3. But Beck did his thing, he got 3 or 4 or something like that. So I missed out. That was my fault. Because it was literally just those 2 on a ticket for 3 HRRs, and they, it went 1-1 with that ticket. So I just wanted to just share that. But let's get back to what I was focusing on here with this specific game. Well, with this next game, should I say. So Jazz, I felt really good about yesterday. I put him on my ticket for HRRs. It's just that, you know what I mean, it didn't go through. Because I usually do like 3 legs, really, for 3+ HRs. Because, I pretty much put down like $1 to get back like $15 or $20 or something like that. And as I keep saying, a lot of my tickets are missing by 1 because, you know what I mean, the data's there and stuff like that. It's just the humanistic side just doesn't show up for one of the batters. They just, it's just not their night. It's one of their teammates that go out there and get 5 HRs or something, 7 or whatever. It's like, dang, I wish I would have. And that's the thing. I sometimes put the weak spot batters in the spots, and then I look at the cats that aren't in the weak spot, and I'm like, oh, you look better than the cats that are in the weak spot. And you know what I mean, they do their thing, but like I said, one of the other batters just don't handle business. Now your boy has been handling business, right? Look at this. Your boy's been a beast. So I'm considering putting Jazz down for 3 HRRs tonight. Let me look at Davis here. Mostly anytime he's gotten HRRs has been 3 most of the time. He's green as far as the pitch mix mostly. Was he confirmed? He's confirmed. He's batting 6th? No, he's batting 1st. Something's wrong with cause something about prop finder. Some spots they're batting a different spot or something. It's just being weird today. But he's technically batting 1st. So let me see. Doesn't have any info. That's the only thing. Maybe this is his first night batting 1st. I don't know what to do. Who knows? Now, Aaron, he has sort of kind of cooled down as far as home runs are concerned, but he's still getting HRRs, which is good. Now I'm kind of curious about this because I kind of feel like I want to put Judge down. Like, that's the thing. I haven't really put Judge on any of my tickets. Main reason why is because he had cooled off. This was like earlier in the month or something like that, and I was like, all right, let me just like not. I was waiting for him to kind of pick it back up. So he might go yard tonight. He does have a home run against Chris, who struggles against righties. His hard is 73%. Sheesh. He did go yard on the 20th against righty. What about lefty? Okay. So just something that I'm kind of thinking. That's the only thing. Look at his total base. He only got 3 or more twice. But again, his HRRs have been better. Head to head, he's, look at this, HRRs basically averaging 3. So I would say take Aaron for 3 HRRs, just to be honest, because I'm thinking about putting him. I'm trying to. I mean, I still got some time. I still got over an hour. At least for the Yankee game. Let me see. Oh wait, I didn't even get a chance to look at them. Cause I only look at them. I gotta look. Cause I did look at George. George is he's actually in the spot, right? He's in the spot. Why? Cause he against Max, he's batting well. Even though he's like 50-50 as far as the pitch mix. But at night he's green. July he's super green. Wednesdays he's struggling though. Batting left 50-50, but his OPS is 766. And then batting second, where he bats the third most, he bats greatly with a 1.10 OPS. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like Springer may go yard tonight. I really do got that feeling. I knew I should have had Barger on for 3 or 4 HRRs last night. I put him down for a home run. It was if you were here during the stream, you were watching the replay or whatever, I literally put him in just before the game, and he didn't go yard at all. So, but he still got hits and got HRRs, so he did that. Let's see, he's still batting well. He's struggling against lefties though. And he's struggling batting 6. So I would probably rather do Springer. Now Vlad is struggling against Max. He's sort of kind of green against the pitch mix. He's green at home, green at night, 50-50 month of July. But he bats really well on Wednesdays though. Really well versus lefties. And really well batting third. So I technically could do Springer and Vlad for 3 HRRs tonight. Let me look at Bo. He's batting what? 4th? He's pretty much been a HRR machine for real. He's green against the pitch mix mostly. He's green at night, green at home, green in the month of July, green on Wednesdays. Just green all across the main spots, like literally green all across the board. I did put him on my ticket yesterday for 3 HRs, and he only had what, 1? So he might actually handle business tonight. Let me look at Max. I didn't really check. He allows hits. He does get some strikeouts. He's struggling against righties though, more than anything. So, like, you have choices. You literally have some choices here. You can, which I just might do. I just might put Springer and Vlad, or even Springer and Bo for 3 HRRs, and Judge and Jazz for 3 HRRs. Just do like a 4. Like, you know what? I didn't even look at Cody, because Cody went off, didn't he? Well, he had a home run. He had 6 HRs, I remember. And he had 8 total bases. So he did his thing last night. Randomly, right? But his HRs have been... yeah, he's been fairly decent. And he's green all across the board per his spots. So this could, guys, like, this could possibly be, maybe, possibly a high-scoring game tonight. Maybe. It's a maybe, because they're still facing off against some pitchers that, you know, you look at their info, they have over 100 innings pitched, but not that many home runs allowed. So, but they're still allowing hits. That's what I'm saying. You still have a chance to possibly, even with just this game alone, have some stuff. Oh, look at your boy against Chris. Look at that, 5 for 6, son. Jason might be the sleeper, baby. Oh, Jason might be the sleeper, son. His hard hit is 73. I'm telling y'all, Jason might be the sleeper. Sorry, I had to clear my noties. Okay. All right. So yeah, y'all got some choices with the Yankees. Y'all got some choices. Let me look at Trent. Even he's green. So there's a chance here that this might be a high scoring game. Again, might be a low scoring game. Might not have hardly any runs, and the pitchers go out there and handle business. But there's a chance, because a lot of these cats are in spots that they just might do something. Ooh, Addison. That's what you love. You love to see that HRR. You love to see that right here. Just shy of 3, 2.4. That's what you love, son. It's just that he struggles against lefties. He struggles batting 6. But again, he might handle business. Let me look at Ernie. Oh, man, look at that. He's been getting under the ball pretty much every other pitch. Ernie might be another sleeper. Like, I might just put Ernie in either Ernie and Jason down for 4, or Barger and Jason down for 4. Let's see, batting 5th. That's Kirk. I didn't even look at Kirk. He's doing this thing HRR wise for the most part. Okay, let me Let's see something. You know, I didn't even look at Ben and Volpe. Let's look at Ben and Volpe. I'm just saying this game might be a high scoring game. But we don't know what's going to happen until, you know, the game actually starts. Whoa, sir. Oh, I was on the wrong thing. Cuz I thought the 1.41 was here where he was batting fourth. That's not the case. So I'm mad at myself because the 19th, I remember. Was it the 19th or was it, yeah, it was the 19th. I remember. I looked right at Volpe. I was like, he might do something. And I didn't put him on a ticket. We would take him in a straight bet. And yeah, he had 2 home runs that game. I remember. I was mad at myself. All right, let's see. I'm back on DraftKings real quick. And you know what? You know what? Let me go to FanDuel because I just won my 2 pickup because I'm mad because I something told me from my WNBA picks, my 2 picks from yesterday or last night. Something told me to combine the picks as well, just take another because I put $5 down on both picks. That did cash to get back, you know, 10 each. Something told me to combine both picks for another 5 to get back. Basically, I'm guessing it was like 20 something bucks or whatever, and I didn't do it. I think I forgot. I can't remember specifically, but I would actually have more money sitting in my FanDuel account right now, but it's all good. But again, like I said, something told me to do that last night and I just forgot. Okay, give me 1 second. Let's see. Houston and Arizona are tied. Yander Diaz has 5 HRRs. Missed the opportunity. Yeah, Cattell, I forgot to look his way. He hit a home run. And that's pretty much it. Josh Naylor has 2 HRRs. Carroll has 2 HRRs. And that's pretty much it. So there's that. But they got 8 hits. That's what I missed out on. And then the Dodgers and Twins are just struggling to do anything. But I am glad that I didn't put any tickets down. I'm just mad I didn't put the Tony hit his 5th straight home run for the last 5 games. Some wild stuff, son. All right. FanDuel. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like a 6-leg or something like that for 2 HRRs each. I'm gonna do Judge, Bo, Vlad, Jazz, George, and Jason. I'm just gonna put all that on 1 ticket. Just throw a quick buck down to get back 18 bucks and a half, pretty much. I just kind of feel like that they're going to go out there and do this, but you know, the batters got to come in and handle business. They got to come in and do the job that I'm, you know, hoping that they do. So we'll see. This is a plus 1754 on FanDuel. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna take the chance. And again, hope for the best. Because that way, if it's a high scoring game, everybody goes out there and handle business. How, you know what I mean? Like, sure, I got $10. I could put it down and win back $170 something or 80 something bucks. Could do that, but you know that's the type of risk that I'm really not willing to take right now. But I'm just gonna send this out. Like I said, hope for the best. Word. Give me one moment here. Now, the one batter that looks like they could go yard for me that I'm really considering putting down. I'm about to go to the game in just a second because I didn't get a chance to. I looked at their stuff earlier, but let's go. It's the homie Nick. Now he's facing off against Patrick though. He's facing off against a lefty. Now Patrick struggles against lefties per the info. But that's the thing. They both struggle when it's pertaining to the fastball. But Nick, his data is mostly green, especially batting third. Look at that. 386 batting average, 909 slug with a 1.36 OPS. He just might be going yard tonight. Again, he might be. So Patrick, he does allow hits. 2 games this season, he allowed 7. But this was earlier in the year. Back in April. But he allows more of the, against righties. Sears is, Sears. He look at his stuff. He continuously allows hits pretty much almost every time he pitches. So Seager stands out once again because I did take him yesterday. He was the only one on my ticket that did because I had a 3-leg. He did come through, and I should have just taken him a straight up pick. But he's still right where he could possibly go yard again tonight. And batting second, he does really well. And I think I also looked at Wyatt too, if I remember. Not for Wyatt, I think I was looking at his HRs, but he's struggling against Sears. Yeah. Yeah. Look at Josh. I don't think I've been. Sheesh, I haven't got no info. He's green against Josh. He did go yard last night. Oh man, look at his July. Son. Okay, Josh. Look at Simeon here. So he pretty much, anytime he does get HRs, he usually gets 3 or more. That's great. He does well on Wednesdays. 50-50 in batting third. Okay. So like I said, Seager looks the best. And Nick looks the best. Let me look at Brent, because I did not look at him earlier. I shared that ticket in one of the betting groups I'm in. They literally said, like, I never thought I would say this, but I need the Yankees game to save the day. Maybe it will. Okay, Brent is mostly green against the pitch mix. He's only, but the thing, he's struggling against Pat in 23 pitches. So he's green in the month of July, 50-50 for a few of his splits. He's super green versus lefties, and he's really green, not super green, but really green against batting second. So, but again, he hasn't done anything in 3 straight games, so it's pretty much saying that he's possibly due to do something tonight. Now, Miguel is in the best spot as far as the weak spot. He's batting great against Patrick. So he's mostly green against the pitch mix. So he's more of a 2 total base batter. Okay. So per his splits, his only best split is batting versus lefties. Everything else is 50-50. Okay. But again, he's probably in the best spot due to the info, due to the data. See, look at this. Jacob, mostly green against the pitch mix, right? He's green away, 50-50 at night. He's struggling in July. He's super green on Wednesdays, though. Basically, greatly green versus lefties, and greatly green batting first. So he's right where you want him to be, but he's just been struggling in the last 3 games. So how about that's the only thing he's struggling against JP against the what you call it, but let me see. Because I'm, like I said, I'm really feeling. So how about I do Because this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Nick Kurtz. You can look at it real quick. Okay. Back on DraftKings real quick. I want to see. Kind of compare the two. If I want to put this in. So Nick Kurtz is actually better on DraftKings for 5 total bases at plus 700. That's really, really great. That's where you want it to be, right? It's plus 700 or plus 800. That's really, 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 really where you want it to be. So see, now Jazz is a plus 800 because that's even a great spot. He's only had 1 game, but he's struggling against Chris. But Springer's doing better. He too has had 1 game, again more recently. So, but the only thing is Jazz is a plus 950 for 5 total bases. That's a risk. Usually when I do total bases, it's plus 700, plus 800. There was that one time with Stowers from like 2 games ago for the Marlins, where he was a plus 900. He was basically green all across the board per his data. I didn't put him down, and he went out there and hit those 2 home runs in the game back from the All-Star break. So this was literally last Friday. So that was a missed opportunity. So best bet, because even I kind of feel like, you know what I mean, in this spot, look at this. He has 5 HRRs here. Maybe I switch up my pick here. Don't do the total bases and take a chance on Nick and George getting 5 HRRs tonight, if that's available on DraftKings. Okay, so George is plus 650 on DraftKings for 5 HRRs. And then Nick is what? Plus 600. I'll take it. I'm gonna put it down. I put $1 down. It'll give me back 52 bucks and some change. Let's take the chance. Because again, a lot of batters do go out here and get 5 or more HRRs. They really, really do. It happens. They're green, and you're like, yo, like, I feel like they're gonna go yard. They don't do that, but they do the other stuff. They do the hits, the runs, the RBIs. They do that stuff. So this is me taking a chance. Taking a risk, son. Hoping for the best. Let's hope for the best. Like I said, they're in that spot, son. We just don't know what they're going to do. They just might handle business tonight. They just might. Okay. Now, what I am also saying too is that you definitely could put them down for home runs. You could definitely parlay just those two alone, and you'll be all right. All right. Let's see. You know what I didn't do? I did not put. Oh, yes, I did. I got it. That's right. I did do. That's right. I forgot. So I'm good. I did not look at Gunner. He is literally due for a home run. He is due to go yard at some point. Could that be tonight? That's the question. Fastball. He went yard versus a slider? Yeah, he did. It was a slider. He throws the slider, and he actually struggles with the slider. And Gunner does mostly great things against slow. Plus 390. Who knows? Gunner just might go yard tonight. Maybe just might go. I didn't look at I did not peep Angel stuff because look at this. He has been on a tear HRR wise, and I kept missing him in the last few games. And that's the thing, tonight he might not do anything because I missed out. Sheesh, Zach. There's a reason why we were struggling when you were pitching. Dang, I missed out on his HRRs the last. You know, he's been doing. But see, that's the thing. So the last time I did this was, I think it was yesterday. When I looked at somebody in a series and I was like, oh, well, they did. What batter? Who was that? I forgot. I know dude's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember his name. But he had like 4 or 5 HRRs in the current series. And I put him down and he didn't do anything. I think he had like 2 HRs or something like that last night. Can't remember who that was. So now like I'm like kind of second guessing. This is where you second guess yourself because like, hold on. Like, you know, Zach's been letting all these hits go off. You know, maybe he'll only allow 4 or 5 tonight type of thing. Because Cleveland's been, you know, they decided to wake up a little bit. Hold on, let me look at something over here on Outlier for Baltimore. I got 10 minutes, less than that. No, it wasn't. It was hits. See, now, like I said, DraftKings, earlier in the stream, I said DraftKings had them getting 9 hits at plus value. I kind of feel like they may not get these 9 hits. They've only had 9 hits in 4 of the last 10. And pretty much the same thing against Cleveland, 4 out of the last 4 out of the last 12. That's why I feel like the number's too high. I feel like you should take the under on the hits. I just have to look at that real quick. Let's just see what that was. So Nick is in the weak spot. I didn't look at you earlier. Let me see. Okay, Lucas struggles against lefties. Nick is struggling against the pitch mix. Again, per his stuff, he might hit a home run or something. He might have 5 HRRs tonight. Just never know. Stored. Okay, mostly getting two total bases. Okay. No, I didn't look at the boy here. He went yard yesterday or last night. He's 0-4 batting second. But that could change tonight. Man, you're 0-9 on Wednesdays. That could change tonight. He's actually batting really well first. Man, I would love to put Abreu down. I really would. Truly would. But your boy, because he was at a spot where he was green like 2 or 3 days in a row, and I'm like, let me put him down. He just hasn't been able to handle business. He's basically going cold. He did, sure, he got 2 home runs back on the 20th, but he hasn't really done anything else that I, want him to do. He's facing off against a lefty. Oh no. Just don't know. And I'll be upset if he goes out here and actually does what I, per the numbers was expecting him to do on the day that I'm like, I don't know. Hmm. 888. Shoot. So I'm thinking about didn't Kepler do? He had a home run, 3 HRs. He bats well. That's your boy. Huh. See, per his info, you'd be like, I don't want to put him down, but he went yard yesterday. What's good, fam? Welcome to the stream. You said HR ticket 418 ledger. 4 already went through. Nice. Word. That's what's up. Oh, you got a 6 ledger. Nice. That's word. What are they? What is it? 1.5, basically two HRs each. Okay, cool. Nice. I had thought about doing that today, but I didn't have it, like, because games are so early and plus work kicked my butt. Like, we were short staffed and running around. I didn't have any time. Look at this. Sheesh, Jonathan. You give it up, but you're not. That's the wilder part. He's not giving that. Maybe it's because of the games that are in the green for the season, at least, is why his weak spot is so many. 4, 6. What was that? 6 batters sitting in the weak spot for him. But there's no real guarantee that he, you know what I mean, gonna allow any of these cats to do anything against him. Yandy's in the best spot as far as where he's sitting at second. There goes Simpson. And let me see. That was it. Aranda is 4th. So no. 6 is Magnan. Let me look at Yandy here. His best spot was the 18th. I mean, granted, you could say the 20th to 21st because he had 3 at least. You at least want 3. Okay, he bats. His best spot is batting second. I could see myself putting Yandy down for 3 HRRs at least. Okay, so Toshman, he's back in the spot. He's batting first. He's actually in a great spot. Because I was putting him down right around here, like at least 2 or 3 games, and he didn't, you know what I mean, he didn't come through. And then after that happened, this is when he started to show up. Maybe I'll do Yandy and Mike for 3 HRRs. Look at Chandler real quick. Pretty much 50-50 all across the board. Let me look at my homie here. He's like one of my favorite batters I love putting tickets down on, or putting him on tickets, and he just more recently just been coming up short. His OPS is still great on Wednesdays. It's just shy of 800. But he's struggling batting third, though. That's the only thing. Man. So you struggle, Todd, you struggle against... I guess you just struggle in general. Man, see, Vargas' numbers was like this back here, and he decided he wanted to wake up, start hitting home runs again and stuff. So I missed out. And then Luis, he just, missed out again on him because he was handling business. As far as his HRRs are concerned. Look at this. He's handling business batting 6. Like, dog. And then if I were to put him down or not, he might not even do anything. It's the cheese. Always consider the bottom of the rung, guys, because you just never know. Alright. So what I'm going to do next, or probably even just the last thing here. Well, I can't do this game. That game's already gone. So there's 4 games left. What I'll probably do is maybe like relook at this stuff and then take forecast for 2 total bays, and then maybe take those same forecasts for 2 HRRs, see if that will garner anything. Man, I missed out on Kansas City Royals. Like I said, Pasquatina, he hit 2 home runs. Perez hit a home run. But they both had basically 5+ total bases. I'm swore I missed out on that. PCA went You freaking bum. You were the only one that did something. Everybody else. Well, no. It was a Matt Shaw. He went. Everybody else had either, for the most part, everybody else had like 1 to 2 HRRs. For Chicago. But as far as KC is concerned, it was pretty much mostly of their top of the order. At least the first 4 or 5. Yeah, 4. Did something. At least 2 HRRs or more. This Tolbert cat at the bottom. Second to last, he hit a home run. On that random cheese. Alright. Let's see. 4 leg, 2 total base. Let's see what I can do here, son. Ooh, this. Yeah, you're pretty much due to get 2 total bases, Mr. Gonzalez. See, he's batting well in July. He's batting well on Wednesdays. And he's batting well batting 6. So I might just go with you. Yeah. Let's see what that is. 2 total bases on FanDuel. This might be plus value. Might be. And it is. Plus 125. Alright. Bet. That's 1. Mr. George. It's the only thing, you're struggling against the pitch mix, son. Even though you're batting well in the current spot. Still feel like Jason's the sleeper to hit a home run tonight. It's just me though. So then maybe just do Aaron. What the? See, Aaron's minus 115. Cody's a plus 100. Yeah, I'll do Cody. And then for Tampa and Chicago, Toshman and Brooks are like the lone wolves. Simpson might be a sleeper. That's the only thing. Toshman, his OPS is still high. That is the only thing. You know, I definitely didn't look at the homie Bennett team. What am I doing, son? What am I doing? Man, he's batting great on Wednesdays, though. Even he's batting great, batting 6. Man. Yeah. think I'll just do Yandy. I really want to put a Rondo on this ticket, but I just kind of think he's gonna not do what I want him to do tonight. It's not that much difference anyway. Yandy for 2+ total bases is -130. Jonathan's -120, so it's really not that big of a difference. It's not like your boy was a plus 101, 105, 110 or something like that. So it's that one. Last one. I think I might just go with Jacob. He hasn't done too much. But his stuff is in the green, so like he's still sort of kind of in a decent spot. Let me really look at Jacob. His his harder his pull is 40. Line drive is 47. Then Brent's still sitting right here. Like I want to go with Seager, but he's facing off against a lefty, and he oh, because my laptop being weird. Okay, it's just he struggles against JP. But again, that doesn't mean anything because he might still go. He might hit a home run tonight. Plus, he has 6 home runs against lefties. He's mostly green against the pitch mix. That's the only thing. I kind of feel like yesterday was just one of those days where he just, had 6. He had 6 who went yard, and I mean he had 6 HRs. I personally don't think he's gonna go back to back. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I would rather go with maybe Langford, maybe. He's struggling against JP too, but he has the one hit that was a home run. Yeah, see, I'm probably just gonna go with I think I'm gonna just go with Jacob, dog. Go with the cat that really hasn't done much, and he might wake up. It's a Wednesday, middle of the week. See what happens. He may or may not do it. We'll see. It's a minus 115 on FanDuel. All right. Like I said, your boy just might. He just might do something. One never know. All right, I put it in. 4 leg, 2 total base. We'll see what happens, son. We'll see. And that'll be the stream, because I'm going to go on ahead and lay down. Let's see, work kicked my butt. All right. If I do see anything else, I'll just put something. I mean, I see some stuff, but I don't know if I want to just do like a. Because I was also thinking like doing like a. It was a. For those last 4 games, it was like two batters from each team to get 2 HRRs. Pretty much like what, like a. It's supposed to be like a 4 leg, but 2 each batters. So 8 players in total. I just don't have enough time to put all that in. Unless I just throw something in. But, oh well. I'm out. I'll holler at y'all hopefully tomorrow evening for the 4 games that we're going to have. Because there's only 5 games tomorrow. First game is my O's versus the Guardians, 1:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully we can get a win on the road. We'll see. But there's 4 games tomorrow night, or evening into the night. And then we're back to regularly scheduled program for the most part on Friday, which I should be able to do a stream. In the evening for Friday, since I'm off. But I'll holler at y'all later. Thanks for stopping through. Let's hope we get some wins tonight. But stay safe, stay humble. Peace, guys.